Testing. Let me put my level up since I'm the most important person on this show every single time.
What happened?
I said no. I gotta get my levels right.
All right. All right.
All right. Testing. Welcome to the Questionable Behavior Podcast. Please don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _QBPC. Also, give us 5 stars on iTunes and everywhere we have stars: Stitcher, Google, Yelp, whatever, Airbnb, all that. 5 stars.
He's good at that. He's good.
All right.
He really is.
Yes, that is the all natural. That's all natural. I wake up like that. What's going on, everybody? You guys already know Steelyone Kool Kidd Dre. Well, if you don't, then you haven't been following the show. If you haven't been following the show, then hurry up and backtrack and catch back up and watch this again.
Facts.
All right. What's going on, bro?
Shit.
Coming straight from Poland.
Coming straight from Poland, but we're just coming straight from that court.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that eventually. All right, let's talk about serious shit first.
All right, let's go.
Poland. How many? What is this? The 7th international
Damn,
tour?
when you say that makes me fucking think.
I feel like
6?
it's at least 5. It's at least 5.
5.
We've been
you went to Poland 3 times now?
You've been to Poland 3
shit,
times. Yeah. I've been to Taiwan since 4 times.
So that was your
so let's see.
7th.
Poland for me, that third one was number 5. So that had to be 8 for you.
Yeah.
8th international tour. Yeah. God damn, bro. That's almost once you get to 10, that's a celebration.
You right. You right. Yeah. You that's some good journalism, man.
Damn,
That's some good journalism, my man. That was good.
I haven't overseas 8 fucking times. That's crazy.
And this is number.
You gotta. Can you do me a favor though?
What?
You were talking a lot of shit on the court earlier.
Yeah.
So can you at least talk up on the mic so I get the right levels?
Oh, my
bro?
bad.
You know what I mean?
You be like
the
louder?
whole Instagram is filled up with you talking mad shit. You know what I mean? Not gonna mention all the elbows you were throwing and everything.
You threw a lot of balls.
Yo, even the first point. Yo, didn't he double dribble the one time? He walked.
We said we would get to that.
I don't got to dribble if you touch me.
We said we would get to it.
Just so everybody knows, we just played a game of 21 because we came here to do this interview where everybody wants to talk shit about basketball.
Yeah, no, everybody don't want to talk shit. I believe someone was telling me that I don't move well.
You didn't move.
Yeah, but I was talking about movies.
Well, no, you said that I need a big chair if I need to be an actor because I need to sit in. I'm like, are you basically saying that I don't move? And you said, and Kool Kidd said that's exactly what he's saying.
That is what I said.
I agree.
I said, yo, you wouldn't say that I move pretty good for a big man on stage. He totally left me alone. I'm just saying.
What's the comparison?
I don't know what to measure by.
And I was like, you see me perform. I'm like, I move pretty well for a big man. Niggas didn't want to give me no W's. They just want to totally let me take an L on that. So I was like, you know what? We can go to the court and we can play ball and you can see me move there. We went to the court. Who won?
Did you move?
Who won?
You did win, but the whole argument was about moving.
Steely did win. Steely did win the 21.
Okay.
But are we going to skip over
Listen, for the record, I was a very close second.
You was a very close second.
Right. I missed the winning shot. I took the first winning shot.
More point, he did.
I was the first to 21.
He had a chance to win.
I was the first to 21.
But he didn't.
He had a chance to win.
You know how 21 works. You go back.
Yeah, you do go back.
All right, you never even went forward, motherfuckers.
But my nigga, I finished ahead of you. I finished ahead of you. You don't get to add points.
How did you finish ahead of people?
You go 21 and go back. Like, you don't get to go, well, I had this much. You went back. That's the whole point of 21.
All right,
that's the whole point.
By the way, that
Otherwise, you would
feeling
just keep
feels
going.
great.
I'm glad it feels great. I feel great for you, my man. You still finished at 15.
Going back being like, all right, listen, I got a second chance.
I mean, but you still didn't win.
You
didn't win.
True. All right.
For the record, still won.
And for the other record, for like 8 points, we didn't guard Kool Kidd because we just didn't believe in him.
I mean,
too busy struggling for first.
I mean, I finished with more points than you, so that's all that really matters, my man.
Let's go back to this.
I just feel technically, in a way,
there's no technically.
Technically, you didn't though.
There is no technical.
If he got, all right, you got the 50.
I scored more baskets.
Hold on.
I
You
got
the 16. You got the 16, and
he did promise he was gonna get to 20.
How many times did you get to 15? 16.
I got a 16.
How many times did you get there? You got one. How many times did he get to 16?
Once.
2 times.
No, you finished with 15. I had 16.
All right. So how many times did he get to 15?
He got to 15 twice.
So then that means that he passed 16 once already.
Right.
So if he passed 16 once, took a shot and missed it, and then got up to 15, if we went to the point of who had more baskets, like
that's not how 21 works.
I know, but he did
that's
score more than you.
That's not how the game works.
He scored more than you.
The whole point is to get to 20 and hit the shot. If I'm worried,
21.
Honestly,
you don't even know.
I'm not gonna front.
So
hold on, understand. I'm petty as shit because I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know how petty I am. If Kool Kidd would have just had my back in the beginning, I totally would be on his side right now.
Playing basketball.
But because he didn't, fuck this nigga, and he lost, and he didn't have enough points.
I'm fine with
fuck
that.
with you.
I'm fine.
Nigga,
we got footage.
I done been around the world with this nigga 8 or 6 fucking times. Nigga can't hold me down when this nigga's talking about my back, about me moving on the. Yeah, man, it's horrible.
They perform together, so like at that point, I used to think that Steely was very energetic, pound for pound, one of the most energetic people in the business.
That's all I wanted.
And
that's
then
all I wanted.
I figured, you'd support him, be like, yeah, you are, but no.
That's all I wanted.
So
that's all I wanted.
Can we go back to Poland?
Exactly. That's all I want. I just want you to know, when you want your wingman to hold you down, this nigga will leave you dry. I'm sitting here like, damn, my nigga, that's it? You can't give me now. I'm like, yo, he said, yeah, you perform with him. How does he move? I don't know this nigga like that. I said, my nigga. You see that? When light skin goes wrong. That's what the fuck happened, my nigga. When light skin goes fucking wrong. Sorry. Got that W.
I didn't have a point of reference.
You got a W. Then the nigga was like, I don't fuck with both of you niggas. I'm gonna get 20 before both of you niggas. What was wrong?
That's
cool. He did say that.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Yeah.
I did.
No, he said, I'll at least get 20.
I did say that.
Yeah.
I did say that. Didn't happen.
You should have aimed low. You should have said at least get 11.
I caught you a few times, so I'm good with that. We got highlights. I got
highlights. Yo, hold on.
Yo, I
listen. Do not leave. I need that raw footage, bro. I don't want no edited.
We'll see everybody. As far as you guys are concerned, I won, and I have full evidence, and they have no evidence. All right, so let's get back to Poland. All right, let's get back to Poland.
Yeah,
I saw that wonderful stage right on the water. There was about, like over 5,000 people there performing, and No, there was you guys performing. Over 5,000 people in the crowd, and then also T-Mac brought you guys out.
T-Mac, yes.
We actually brought
him out. We brought T-Mac out.
Oh, you brought him out.
Exactly.
All right.
He came out on our set.
And T-Mac held us
the
down.
song that you guys did together, which is not released yet, right?
He held us the fuck down.
Nah, it's not released yet. They came and shot the video
a
month ago.
Yeah.
They came and shot the video about a month ago. We
came and pulled up to Mount Vernon like it was nothing.
Right.
Niggas pulled up to Mount Vernon. Like, understand this.
And
New Rochelle, Mount Vernon, and they was on some like, niggas bring us everywhere. We want to be where the hood is. We want to be where the people is. We want to bring. We was in Harlem. We was in Harlem. We was in Brooklyn. We was in a couple of places.
They moved a lot of places.
They wanted to be everywhere, and I just love the energy. Just the point of like, yeah, just real recognize real. They just wanted to be around the energy, and it was super dope.
Super cool.
It was.
So tell me about like the energy from the crowd in Poland. You know what I mean? I saw you jumping in the middle of people, and at one point, like,
not jumping, not crowd surfing.
That's enough.
Yeah, not crowd surfing, but I definitely jumped in the mosh pit.
He did jump in the mosh pit.
I definitely jumped in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
Kool Kidd fucking crowd surf.
I did crowd surf.
Yeah.
I did.
Your first crowd surf?
That was my very, because I've been saying, actually, so it's my first successful crowd surf.
Yeah.
I tried to crowd surf.
This nigga did like this. This nigga's like that. He was like, okay, hold on. Let me down. Nigga fell over. This was in Taiwan.
This is my first
so this nigga was like,
one.
The thing about it though, bro, is just like, I think he wanted like the reassurance that, yo, you're going to catch me, right? And I think like he was going to go. And I think even the first two people in the crowd was like, no, nigga, I'm not going to catch you. And you were like, no, wait, hold on.
Oh, he went for the jump.
No, I like, so the problem was, that's just like life. When you're not really gonna jump, you know what I'm saying? If you're not really gonna jump, don't jump.
Yo.
So I'm like doing the whole, I'm about to jump, so half of them are ready to catch me. And
half of them are like,
they're
oh,
like,
shit.
I don't know what you're doing. So I like just kind of jumped.
Wow.
And all you heard was people yelling like, he's in the ground.
Yeah.
So
he was like, no, motherfucker, catch me.
I jumped like in it, like they were supposed to catch me, and they did not catch me. They just kind of let me jump in it. But this was my first successful.
Held you, like one guy held you.
One guy held me up. And then this one, I was like, T-Mac, his set was before our set, so he jumped and he did this crowd surf, and I was tight.
On the same day,
this is the same day.
A failed
no.
And a successful one?
No, the first one was in Taiwan.
That one was like 2017. That was 2017. So since then, I've been like, yo, I'm a crowd surfer, and I've just never been doing it. So this one, before we got there, they was like, yo, it's gonna be like it's gonna be about like 3,000 people here. So we're like, all right, cool, that's enough people to crowd surf. Mm-hmm. So it got to like 5,000 by the time we got on stage. Mm-hmm. And right before our set, T-Mac went and he jumped into the crowd.
And that nigga didn't give a fuck.
And he ran from the back
And Ray jumped. And another thing about it, when he jumped knee first. Like, the nigga, he's like, fuck this. And then he's jumping. And this nigga caught him. Like, first of all, somebody caught the knee too. Like,
the knee caught him.
And grabbed
everything.
him and put him up. Like, damn,
so I looked
nigga.
at that, I was like, yeah, if he could do that, I could jump in.
But nah, I'm not gonna front though. The shit that was scary is when Kool Kid did it, and they held him up, and that shit was fire. This little motherfucker in the front, like, come on. I'm like, come on, what?
Yeah, he wanted you to, he did want you to jump.
He's like, come on. And he's like, the nigga braced himself. He hit his boys up, like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm good. He's like, come on. I'm like, I just walked away and tried to ignore him. He's like, Steely, come on. I'm like, nah, nigga.
Jump in.
Fuck
not gonna happen.
I
That's how the mosh pit started, because he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna at least do the mosh pit.
Yeah, that's exactly how the mosh pit started, because I didn't want niggas to feel scared.
I embraced, jump down.
Yeah, I went down. First of all, I went down, and I'm on the mic, and no one can, like, actually, believe it or not, no one can find me. Like,
I had no idea where he was.
He didn't know. He can hear me, but he can't find me. So I'm trying to find an opening. So I actually go to the barricade, and I just lift the fucking barricade up, and I go in the middle. So they already have a mosh pit.
Yeah.
So in the mosh
right
pit.
in the middle of the mosh pit.
And so I hit the dude, and the dude's like, no, chill. And I push him, and he turns around. He's like, and he looks up to the stage and doesn't see me on the stage and looking at me. He's like, yo, you're here. I'm like,
wait a minute. Nigga. I only saw one black guy.
Yeah, exactly.
We were the only ones.
Who's this guy?
So he's like, I'm like, let's go. He's like, let's go what? And I pushed him. So when I pushed him, he's thinking like, oh shit, there's a problem. I'm like, no, I'm laughing. Let's go. So I pull him. I pull people around me, and I'm like that, and we're jumping. And niggas is like, yo, this is love.
Yeah.
So niggas is jumping with me, and we're jumping. This one girl like jumps on my back. So she just jumps on my back, and I'm jumping, and now boom, you hear Kool Kid be like, I turn the song like, cause we did Soul Food like 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
they kept running Soul Food.
Yeah.
So that Kool Kid's like, nah, cut it up, DJ, cut it, DJ. So boom, everyone's moving around. I'm not gonna say this, bitch. This chick is still behind me on me.
On his whole back.
And I'm like, yo, and I looked at her, she's like this, she just drops down like.
Party over.
I guess we thought we were still going.
But yeah, this was definitely one of the this was one of the biggest shows. Even just coming out, like the energy. Every time this is our 3rd time doing Poland. We've done this one. Where were we at? This is
much bigger than other shows in Poland.
In Poland, yeah. The Poland ones kept getting bigger and bigger. This was Poznan. We didn't do Poznan on the first time around. The tour went to Poznan. We missed that show. We did Gdansk, I think.
Did Gdansk and we did Warsaw.
Yeah. So this one...
No, actually, we did Gdansk, we did Warsaw, then we did Szechuan.
Session was the last one we did.
Last one. And then we just did Poznan.
So to come out and expect the energy, because we know what it's looking like when we go out there, and just have people already kind of expecting us. Like we were walking like the day after the show, and we were seeing like the posters out. Our posters were there for like weeks.
Yeah.
Like, so we were all there. So they're all expecting us to be there.
Yeah,
so they do a great job. Shout out to Fresh and Dope for really
Fresh and Dope. Love Fresh and Dope.
You see yourself on the poster. Like,
it's different. It's definitely different. But another thing about it, I think honestly, bro, the biggest thing about it is just feeling like appreciated. Like just feeling like on some real shit, just people fucking with the music, fucking with the energy, and just showing love, like showing genuine love. You feel me? Like one thing I've noticed is every time we went out there, like we've been accepted. Like we've been accepted. They fuck with us, and then also, it's just like they don't have to fuck with us.
Right.
Like it's not like, you know what I'm saying, like it's really to the point where like, yo, like we just really fuck with y'all music, and you see it online a lot, but then seeing it in person. And to see people really fuck with you, really accept you well, you know what I'm saying? And really just be able to digest your movement and what you're doing. That's just like, it's life changing.
And there's no like, it's not like we're like co-signed by Fresh and Dope, and like we're literally just on the poster, it literally has our picture and it says from New York. Yeah. So like there's people who already know us, but the people who don't know us, the attraction is, oh, they're from New York. Right. Let's see what they can do. Right. And we've done shows where other people are from other places, and like just being a black dude on stage rapping does not mean they're gonna fuck with you. We've seen other people get on stage and people from there, and they're just like, all right. Yeah. They're just like, all right, it's cool.
It gotta be the vibe.
And yeah, so shout out to them for
and I think it's the contrast between me and Kool Kid, and just to the point of like you have to understand, like, oh, yo, man, Kool Kid's a fly nigga. So like, the girls and shit like that, but the dudes were. But then when I'm getting on hype, the dudes get hype, and then you start to see girls get hype with it too. Which I'll remember, like
that's always fun.
Yeah, it's like it's hilarious. Like that shit is really like that's a dope part. Like when he did Petty, it was fire because like, yo, bro, you just start seeing people doing his clap, and like he's in his mode, and I'm like, cause I'm getting to see this shit from someone taping it, and I'm like, oh shit, this like we're in it. So we don't know what the fuck it is. We're just sitting here just trying to. If anyone that's a performer,
I will say that this one I felt it.
No. I'm not saying we didn't feel it, but to see what it looked like after,
from up there, yeah.
Like, cause bro, like when we're performing, our main focus is the crowd. If they're giving us energy, nigga, we will to our last dying breath. We're like last dying breath. We're gonna go. Like I'm gonna fucking go because, bro, like I need your energy. If you leave that show and if you're at a show at ours and you're thinking about anything else but us,
mission failed.
So mission failed. We want you to fucking like, yo, bro. I want to take whatever troubles, whatever issues, whatever problems you've ever had. I don't want that. I don't want you thinking that for that fucking 40-minute set, the 50-minute set. I don't want you thinking that at all. I want you to just literally be like locked in.
Is that how long your set was in general?
Yeah. Well, and like to the point. Well, no, this one was 40 minutes. Was this 40?
We made it. We probably let's put it like this. I think we were assigned like 30.
Yeah, but
added soul food in like 3.
And then actually bringing time back to
and then time back, yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was supposed to be 30, but we got like it was like a 40-minute set.
That's what happens when they fuck with you.
Well, yeah, exactly. But they be trying to give us long sets even more.
They do. They really do. It's exhausting. I ain't gonna hold you.
Say, how is it like putting all that a whole set like that together? First of all, like
nigga, we are the
one song.
I'm sorry. Let me be honest with you.
How are you including in like fillers on top of the?
I gotta be honest with you. In all honesty, this nigga's the worst. This nigga's truly the worst. Because you know what? And you know why? He's the worst, but he makes me the worst because he's so good at selling things. Like, he's so good at making me feel confident that we're... I'm like, yo, son, we don't even have a set yet. Nah, we gonna have that shit. I'm like, but bro, we're about to do a 40-minute set. We gotta have... Yeah, don't worry, nigga. We got it. And I'm like, but bro, what are we doing? We'll do it. I'm like... My nigga, like we should rehearse.
Oh, we got it.
Yo, I'm like, we should rehearse. He was like, what do we got to rehearse? We perform all the time. I'm just like, but my nigga, we should definitely rehearse. And he was like, nah, we got it. And I said, yo, Kool Kidd, I'm not fucking with you. Get to the fucking studio, let's rehearse. Here you want to be all emotional. We get here. We're fucking rehearse. So I'm like, yo, he's like, so then he's putting the songs together, and I'm like, so what are you gonna do there? He's like, I don't know yet. I'm like, what the fuck you mean you don't know yet? What are we? But it's to the point where, bro, like, all right, look, my songs are set up. His songs are kind of set up. Last minute, I mean, bro, we've been at shows. You've been with us at South by Southwest. He literally is picked at that moment. You know what? I'm gonna do this.
I'm famous for doing that.
Yo, bro.
Last minute. Nah,
hold on, bro.
Is it because you're indecisive or what
bro,
about
I'm very indecisive.
Bro, we have performed songs. For 2 years straight that are not even recorded yet.
Very much so.
He's performed songs that is not even out. That's not recorded. He's like, yo,
it's recorded, but it's not like the hook. I have literally a portion of the show where I just perform hooks of beats that I made.
And then people are like this, where can I find it? It's not out.
Not out. But they fuck with it.
Yo, hold on. Gianni even knows. Gianni, hold on. What is this on your favorite? There was a time Gianni did some shit. Shout out to Gianni. Shout out to Hip Hop Hermits.
Right.
He did a joint for us. He edited the joint. He was like, yo, I like this song. Where is it? I'm like, it's not out. It was the joint. Wait a minute. Talk about it. Remember the joint? Yeah. Yo, it's not out.
So
it's not out.
It's
not out.
But are you afraid that eventually, like, the time is gonna pass on these songs?
I'm not worried about that. I think just I'm indecisive and I have control, so it gives me a sense of comfort. So I know I can put whatever song I want, and I can gauge this. I can literally wait till the last minute and go, oh, this crowd doesn't look like they're like this. All right, cool. Let's change that. Most artists don't have that luxury because they don't really like, you don't really understand how to put things together and change this. Like I'm literally like editing everything on my laptop as the
shaking his head.
Nah, because it's a real thing. He's pointed out to me. He's like, man, this luxury that you have puts you in a place of too much comfort, till you have too much control. And he don't like that shit. He don't like that shit, and it's understandable. For me, I'm like, let me just make sure your side is good.
But how about putting the song together and actually like putting it out, put it on?
So the thing about it is, those are songs that like I was never planning on ever putting out. They were like songs I did the beat for. I was like, let me just put a hook on it. So in my mind, they were never my songs to begin with. I was always just doing the hook, and like maybe somebody else will grab it or something like that.
But it is our songs.
Yeah. So now they're
all our songs actually now.
Now they are. Initially, when I did them,
Butterhook is our song. What's the name?
Scenery actually
is your song.
Is finished.
That's your song.
Scenery is finished. Actually, you know what's funny? G was at our very first show we ever did together.
Yes.
And the very first show we ever did together was Manhattanville. Yep.
That's a very fact.
That was the very first show.
Were you recording at that time for them?
I think he was. I think he recorded it.
Yeah, I wasn't doing video at that time.
Yeah, he was just.
I had other people doing it.
He was running. He was running a what's the name? What was that?
What's it called?
What's the joint y'all used to do?
We got the poster.
The music series that you guys used to do.
Manhattanville Urban Live. There it goes.
Oh, you don't like it? Well, it happens. It happened.
All right.
Well, yeah, that was our first show.
So what do you? Last question before we wrap it up. What do you guys feel about playing your music on stage? Your full track and then performing over it. In regard, the other side of things is where you just play the beat and you actually perform the song and people will listen to you performing.
That's a very good question. Did you have that discussion with somebody before?
I was just always thinking about it.
Okay.
You want to answer?
We'll do a two-part. So I feel like that decision should be based on your crowd, your show, or something like that. Because I feel like we've had the discussion as well. Performing, let's put it like this. Overseas, we are more likely to perform with the track just because it's a language barrier. So a lot of times when you're on that stage and they're hearing the music, just hearing the words in general is already a struggle. But let's make it at least somewhat easy where they can follow the cadence, they can follow the flow. Because when you're performing without the music, you have this especially him, he has this natural flow where he's just kind of it's different from the song. We perform Soul Food without the beat and he's been flowing it differently and it's hard to kind of catch. So in a space like that, when you really need people to hear the song, or when I'm performing Petty, I perform Petty with the words there because I'm promoting the song. It's so much more about the song. In a space like SOBs that we did, there's no, straight words because they can hear it. I'm close enough to where I can hear you. It's an intimate show. I guess at that point it's dependent on what are you trying to promote? Are you trying to promote your talent or the song? Mm-hmm. So I guess that's a long answer.
So that's the difference between the two.
So yeah, I actually agree a lot with what he said. But another thing, just to add on to that, to piggyback off of that, when you're performing in front of 5,000 people, or 4,000 or 2,000 people, with that many people, they're not going to be, it's not about actually your performance of how well you can say something. It's really more about energy and keeping them up and keeping them going. And with the track, it's so much more about making sure that they're in tune the whole time.
Right.
When you're sitting here trying to spit and you're rhyming and it's just you, the mic, and the song, and no ad-libs, and no track, it's so hard for them to necessarily try to zero in when there's so many people. There's so many sounds, there's so many things going on. Now, an intimate show, I definitely think it should be no track. It should just be the beat, the instrumental. Your TV track. But when you have a big ass fucking crowd, no. And also, another thing about it is you have to reserve your energy.
Yeah.
You have to understand. Understand this. Look, people, Kool Kidd. Kool Kidd has to sit here. He backs me up, but then after yelling and screaming, he has to sing. He has to turn that whole shit around and sing about for 4 or 5 songs. That's about 6 to 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He was just straight singing.
So I need the track.
It definitely you have to do that. And then you also DJ Drama, one thing that's something we learned from we saw DJ Drama control a whole entire crowd with he doesn't even have records. All he was doing is playing hit records, and he had the crowd going back and forth. And the main thing that we saw what he did is he directed and controlled the crowd.
Right.
And that's believe it or not, if you really look at even to the point of the elite artist that's in the game now, when they're performing in that type of bigger stadium, they're not performing. They have the track playing, and most of the time, it's actually the fucking crowd performing the track more than they are. Your job is to, and once again, like I said, your job is to literally, if that crowd's not tired, and then if there's any way or any time that crowd's on the phone or thinking about something, if they're not taping you or trying to capture this moment, the nostalgic moment that you're trying to give them, I feel like you failed.
Yeah.
It's so much more about it's so much more about them. It's so much more of a service about I want you to have fun. I want you to release energy. I want you to be tired of shit. I want you to capture this moment as much as you can. If you're thinking about anything in your life outside of this, it's the wrong time. You did not do your job. Word. And that's why like the track and all that shit. Like, bro, people, and yo, son, I'm sorry, the shit, it got emotional because, bro, niggas knew our records.
Yeah.
Bro, like, what the fuck, bro? He's from Mount Vernon, New York. I'm from New Rochelle, New York, bro. This is literally...
Go to Poland and they're singing along.
Motherfuckers know your record?
Yeah, that's why.
Like,
that's fucking... Wild. And plus, I honestly, I saw the picture of that stage, and it was like a huge narrow stage to where you can like literally walk out and be kind of like in the middle of the crowd a little. So that must have felt even fucking more.
It was like they're on all sides. It's like they were here, there.
The footage looked crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It felt like that. This was one of those times
with the water on the side. That view
was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful.
That shit was real.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that was Steelyone Kool Kidd Dre, straight out of Poland.
Do you have a noise?
I don't.
Like a trademark?
A trademark noise? Because I've been doing like the sports and I'm like, I feel like you should have a thing.
You should have something.
You should,
I knew that was, I talked myself into that.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I definitely saw that coming.
Because the way you said it made it seem like you have some ideas that you want to put together. Which
I love not being like the technical nigga. Like, I love being a nigga like, I don't know.
What sound were you thinking? And we'll be talking more into this. And maybe by the next episode, you'll hear a little jingle at the end because Kool Kid
definitely, because Kool Kid's going to do it.
And he's going to.
I'm down for jingles.
Walked himself right into that one.
There we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to follow him at Steelyone914 and at Dre the Coolest. And on all platforms, same thing?
All platforms.
All platforms, the same thing.
Make sure to check out their music. And if you're from Poland, you're already checking out their music.
Yes. Well, gang.